everybody is better at certain heroes. Being able to master what lane you're in is very important, but I think it's more important to master the hero than it is the lane.
Alright, game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna head right back into it after a short message from our sponsors. Stay tuned. And we are back into a pause, as is standard. Do we have better ideas now about how the lanes, like, oh God, stop the spam, honestly. Ah!
Yeah.
I was casting some SEA Dota the other day, and they are really heavily into the cricket sound. They spam that one a lot. Yeah. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably... Yeah. Anywhere outside the Western world, they probably eat a lot of crickets in SEA in Africa, but hey. No, there aren't. I've heard that too, like, they're very crunchy if you like, or deep fry, yeah, stuff like that.
Alright. We're being trolled.
Right, our man still sick on Phantom Assassin, has the open Venom, so it is that double roam, maybe? Yeah. On aggro lane with Armin.
Okay, I see.
Doesn't have region? I don't know. I've really no idea how this is gonna go. DNZ gets dusted up. Goes in this again, so he does have that extra slow follow-up from Milan. He's actually in a lot of trouble. All people around him, and Boogie, well, can't skill the burst strike in an attempt to try and help him out, but they're just gonna leave him there. Follow-up from the napalm stacks. DNZ should be the first blood here. Maybe, maybe not. They don't have another dust, but they do have a sentry. A lot of commitment for that, but hey, maybe not. The sentry will also find that ward. So great victory from HellRaisers starting off here.
Can I get into what just happened a little bit?
Please.
At first I thought they were messing with us, but I think it goes back a little bit like to what I was saying earlier, as far as enemies not really knowing where you're going to send heroes, what lane, stuff like that. It can give you advantage at the start of the game if you have different players playing several different roles. I'm going to stop real quick while they run at the Sand King actually got away. By sitting there until the 30 or pre-30-second mark, they all had their heroes in one location. They weren't going anywhere, while the enemies were trying to scout all over the map to figure out where they were going to send their heroes at the start of the game. They didn't provide them any information by doing that, and they actually managed to get first blood as well.
Yep.
No, but it completely stopped Penta from being able to scout out any information as far as lanes and stuff like that goes, which is pretty big and giving advantage in the early game. It was very impressive play there.
Well, the situation right now is that they can switch up lanes actually quite a bit. 9 from the middle lane up top, all of us taking over up against the Bat Rider. But HellRaisers already matching, 33 coming in here, and Sexy Bambo making his way up top. He's just walking, so can always TP back and whenever he needs to. Meanwhile, down bottom though, Burst Strike will land. Kaiser in a bit of trouble, but it's very hard to eat through this 11 armor that he's starting off with. Instead, they might need to focus on either J4 or Milan, who's just happily right-clicking away. Shadow Shaman gets caught with another Burst Strike here. They need another dagger or something, but now the Shackles under the tower, the roll onto Boogie. They're gonna lose a few heroes here. They get the kill, but at what cost? Our man also. A lot of trouble. Nice snipe from Milan, securing himself a double kill. What a player.
What a god.
Won't go that far just yet, but yeah, he's on the right path. Yep. I think at this point, yeah, you have to kind of stop going aggro down here, don't you? We do see the bounty hunter just waiting for a courier to come by, but taking a bit of damage. I'm actually looking to turn this around. They're gonna go on 9. He does not have the W and doesn't even have his Black Spike. He does not die, in fact. That are able to turn us around regardless. Sexy Bambo, despite all of these napalm stacks, unable to get close to 9 to finish him off. No Bambo? Okay. Armen.
Okay.
It's a double kill.
I don't know what's going on anymore. I give up.
Survives like 5 tower shots.
Abaddon is not doing well in the mid lane, and I don't know what's going on anymore.
We saw a kill up top, and DNZ now finally gets his courier snipe. Despite the flying, not sure if the boost was on cooldown or not, if it didn't pay attention, but he did get it. And that's all that matters. Our men here, behind enemy lines. 9 dice. What? How does he keep doing this? This time Sexy Bambo. Is this supposed to happen like this in this lane? Oh, our man actually gets caught by the roll. J4 with the follow-up shackles, so he'll die too eventually, will he? Yeah, no ISO just yet. No crits. Might get J4, the Shuriken toss, not quite enough damage, but he will be able to catch up. Follow up with the Burst Strike, Milan. Trying to turn things around. He does have slow reflection ready in another second. The dust is going, but it actually just expired, so DNZ will be fine. This. We want to punish 33, but he's taking a decent path, trying to TP out, and Boogie just a little bit too far away. Cancel it. Heads up play from him. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication there. Pretty obvious that he'd TP on him, and he could just TP away. He'd wait for their heroes to set up and get in position right there, in my opinion. So probably an issue with like where they thought the Sand King was. But I'm seeing a lot of really weird stuff this game, and I'm thinking really hard trying to decide if it's good or not.
Yeah. Just what's gonna happen with when these 3 heroes wrap around on you.
Alright.
Well, DNZ is probably playing the most conventional in this game, just because he's a bounty hunter, so he's gonna roam around behind enemy lines, try to get information, plant down these deep wards. They're really hard to scout out. Yeah. Like how much time can you actually spend on that before it becomes not worth it? Oh, hang on. Bambo is actually going deep again. Armin low, but has the stick charges now to turn around with a bit of a slowdown. Boogie going to try and get in range for the burst strike, but Firefly lasts long enough. Sexy Bambo making his way up to the high ground. But instead, they find a burst strike here onto Earthspirit, who has an Invis Rune. Ugh. That becomes annoying. The Sentry Ward is down as well. DNZ showing himself. Bit of a pressure up on the Boogie, but now the turnaround is happening. Slowdown from our man. Boogie eats a mango. Third burst strike in this particular set of events. Finally, that's the kill.
I'm really thinking that even though Penta caught that out there and managed to get a kill, they need to change the strategy around a little bit. Right now they have the
DNZ. Poor guy.
Yeah. Goodbye. Right. But back to what I was saying before. Right now they have the Abaddon is like the core position on the mid. They definitely need to switch that around. Like maybe it's fine to do this and get him a couple items, but PA needs to be put back into farm priority afterwards, or else she's just not going to do enough, and Abaddon won't do enough. That hero was not picked a single time at TI. I believe the reason why they picked him out in this game was to deal with all of the disables and alternative to the Oracle that got banned out in the last phase. Cancels almost everything from Earth Spirit to Shadow Shaman's abilities, Lasso, and does it still cancel Gale?
I think Gale, but not the ultimate.
Yeah, but it's a counter to... Yeah. No, it doesn't. But it's a counter to so many things on the enemy team, so I really thought they'd run that as like support and focus on removing debuffs and like blowing people up with Sand King and whatnot, but they decided not to do it that way.
Now the smoke up actually. If the drums available on Bad Rider, you can find themselves a DD rune, which has not been scouted out by the dire side. Team up top, speaking of the dire side, they're gonna go and finally punish 33, this time with a Scythe. Giving us that extra respawn time, preventing any sort of counterplay. Bambo still sticking around though, someone's isolating himself. Oliver uses ultimate, so he's actually susceptible right now, and gonna make use of that. Apart Shield's still going, does have another one to throw himself out, and just one. Run, friend, and he'll be fine. Sexy Bambo, well, he's still committing for it, and he gets the kill just as it explodes, but he'll give his own life for it. Our men picking that one up, that'll be helpful for his progression at the very least, and, well, trade-off is once again sinking, dies down bottom, so does Cow.
Yeah, I really hope Phantom Assassin decides to transition to a core with the kill from that goal that she got, but it doesn't look like they are wanting to do things that way. I guess we'll just see where this goes. I really don't think things are going to be going in a very good direction for Penta, just based on some of the decisions that they're making, though. In my opinion, we're going to be seeing a Game 3.
Who's gonna do the damage though?
Has to be SK. Can't be anybody else.
He's in a bit of trouble. Gale to follow-up stun from Milan. Does not have the gold shot, all you use it. Can't even get the magic wand off. 17 charges. Not that it would have really helped him in that situation, but tough kill to give up.
Question real quick. Who was it that played mid last game for HellRaisers? Kaiser?
Kaiser, yeah.
Oh.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back a little bit to how they decided to play the start of this game and the heroes that they put on, or the players that are playing each hero, and whether or not that was because how Penta did their lanes and stuff like that. I like to try and look at things from the perspective of the players, and like these people are all very, very skilled players. They all have reasons for like the decisions that they make, and I think it's pretty good to try and think about those.
It's definitely a matter of just putting them on comfort heroes and then throwing them in the lane where you have the most advantageous matchup. We saw that as well. 33 matching that rotation from the Abaddon towards mid lane. Sexy Bambo looking back towards the Necrophos, and it worked out well. Batrider, he got like 2 solo kills at least onto 9.
Your thoughts, Bravo? Yeah, there's not really a way for the enemies to contest it. They have all kinds of wards. They have observers, they have plague wards, and they have serpent wards.
It's taken them quite some time, despite committing the wards as well, some metamorphosis, but as you guys said,
One thing
contest.
One thing I like doing when I'm doing the Roche is Terrorblade. You can actually conjure an image, leave it outside the pit while you fight him, and then just sunder it for your HP back. And you put Sunder on cooldown, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, they smoked up Milan and instantly popped. They still find him in the back here. Boogie already used the burst strike, so that'll be a dead bounty hunter no matter what, and they're looking for Boogie. Burst strike in 4 seconds, it's gotta be enough, even with the stick charges. Decides to hold on to him. Onto them. Sexy Bambo, yeah, he's getting so much money. He's right up there with his carries.
And as everything's going, I thought Abaddon would be a great answer to a lot of what these enemy heroes are doing to kill Penta heroes, but Abaddon's off farming by his own, and Dominator and on his quick by his Radiance for some reason.
That's the kind of item.
Oh, is it the same guy?
Well, it's a bit of a... That's an Necrophos in trouble. He dies immediately. Armin comes in. Nice little burst strike. Epicenter on 3 targets here, but, well... 33 gets his ultimate off. So does Kaiser, keeping himself alive with that Sunder before the Aegis triggers. All of them still going. The track's starting to mount up, though. Another Shuriken toss might have finished up 1 or 2, but they don't quite get it. They have to eat through all of these wards to even continue the fight, but... well, very costly defense. 9 bought back for this too. The tower's still almost dead. And this Metamorphosis, that was procced with an Arcane Rune going, so it's not gonna be on cooldown for too long. It's so interesting to see.
Yeah. This is gonna depress you guys to call out. One thing that didn't happen in that fight that I think Penta meant for it to happen was Necrophos didn't get his veil off onto the enemies. That would have killed everybody.
Oh yeah. Well, he was like Blink Lassoed and then hexed. There's not a whole lot you can do at this point.
Yeah, but
Abaddon's right next to him.
Looks like that was their saving grace.
Well, it's a little bad that Phantom Assassin this time. Oh well. Just blink on the haste rune and smacked it away. Yep.
Oh, come on. Come on. Zephyr fanboy over here. We'll get you his autograph after the game. Don't worry. You forgot about Eos.
No, actually, they want to fight this, and they will get this one killed. Shadow Shaman taken out, so no wards for this tower push. Is that going to be enough for HellRaisers to fall back with the Aegis expiring as well? The answer is yes. Yeah. He's falling back now. It still might be intercepted. DNZ Invis leading the charge, but not committing for it.
Oh no. It's
there it is now. He's walking back in. Blink Burst Strike is available. There's a bit of a track kill coming eventually. There it is. Pretty track, but hey, maybe it was bait. Sexy Bambo with a Blink Lasso gonna get the counter kill on our man. He should take out of this.
No, it's
right?
a dead Bambo.
Right? Right? There it is. But what cost? Bambo, that's a big killing spree, isn't it? Mega kill for 9, there it is! 562 gold! That was another track, must have been. Yeah, alright, that was a 2k gold swing for Penta. Off of these 2 kills with all of the heroes around, but will they be punished for it? The rest of HellRaisers down here in the bottom, bunch of illusions walking in, the walls are still available for the Shadow Shaman. If they want to muscle down this tower, they probably can. Backdoor region is disabled by the creeps in mid. But would have been unlikely to be without casualties. J4 plops down an observer, might have been scuttled out. Another bit of a couple of right clicks, a couple of daggers. Committing hard for this 33 is sitting there threatening Milan with a roll in. Silence on the baton, follow up with the stun. Penta though in decent position still. Continuing this back and forth, just waiting for no chance to pounce.
Agree and disagree. Actually, if it wasn't for that fight at top and not getting the veil off, I think this game would be a little bit more even match as far as net worth goes. I think HellRaisers is starting to realize that. They're going to play a little bit safer as while
Ooh, sorry.
That's okay.
Off.
It looked like he was dead. But yeah, they thought that they were gonna wait for Sand King ultimate to come off and stuff like that. Like it just does way too much damage to their team.
Oh, do they? He's not channeling it up. Bambo just being forced back, brought down to half health, just a span of a second or so.
So they have a pipe right now. They're building BKBs. They wait for their BKBs. They take the next Roshan. That's when they want to take high ground. There's no need to do it just yet. they're in no rush.
All of this, though, is at the very least time for Penta. So what's the way back into them? I mean, DFB mentioned tracks, and there's another one. Can they get the kill, though? The XC Bamboo with the lasso tanking. No epicenter committed, which means he'll just die without ever using it in this particular fight. They have to retreat.
Meanwhile,
bottom lane? No, like I was like, I was talking about mid lane. Come on, what are you talking? What are you? Don't confuse me. This happens way too often, dude, to way too many people. Like, oh hey, meanwhile in bottom lane, well, hey, it's actually top lane that I'm talking about.
Yeah, same thing.
There's 4 different jungles in this map, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Support PA. That's something I feel like do your thing at the start of the game. Find some pickoffs in the very weird and wacky way that PA can do it, but you need to transition back into a core afterwards.
Yeah, there it is. No detection. Oh wow. Roll in from Milan, he brings down the dust, followed by the silence and the stun. Product shield, another one available. Now the epicenter being used. Boogie finds a double burst strike. They get 1, they get 2. HellRaisers cannot get that extra ultimate off. Poison over from 33 unavailable. And now looking for more. J4 to TP out. 4 stuff away from Sexy Bamboo. Boogie. Another blink, another burst strike. He catches up to them. Needs some help though, and doesn't get it. The rest of the team not quite as fast on their feet.
Yeah, everyone else, I guess they thought, good fight, well played everybody, we're done. Miscommunication there, for sure. But that's exactly what I was talking about with the amount of damage that Sand King pulls off with his jump epicenter, especially with the Veil on Necrophos. Like, you can't underestimate that. I thought HellRaisers was going to wait for their BK to be able, and Roshan to fight that, but I guess they're impatient.
Pretty good. It's only Boogie. He's kind of exposed himself now, though, and gets Milan, Sexy Bamboo. He's in a bit of trouble. Already used Force and Blink. I don't think he can play his way out of this one. Oh, maybe he can. Oliver coming through. Milan! I spoke too soon. Sorry. Cats is cursed. Up against HellRaisers. Boogie's still taking a lot of damage over time. Firefly at the very least ends. But, well, the lasso dragging him back further. Burst Strike. I get double kill on this Abaddon who just finished up that Radiance. The gem down as well. This is swinging. Penta Spores running back into this game with great speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to say Neff was right, but you can if you want, Bravo.
Well, they're gonna go, but there's Essential Ward scouting out DNZs. Milan here's gonna get some help. Okay, Czar and J4. He'll be sacrificed on this particular rotation.
Alright. Fair enough.
Well,
you just don't want to believe.
Fight this out in 1v1 after the series.
Alright, 1v1. Well, yeah, you just you didn't want to believe that Bamboo. That's what this was. Fair enough. He is.
Well, they're gonna get themselves Aegis and Cheese now, so it's something.
But the BKB on the Terrorblade is just super huge. Whether or not Penta takes the team fight, it really depends on how well they can deal with the Terrorblade. If they can catch him before he activates his BKB, if he decides to use his Metamorphosis and then die with his Aegis afterwards, we're probably going to be the most... execution.
Well, Liglazo, great start. He defined 9 again. Abaddon not quite there to instantly counter this. So now the BKBs come out from 33 in Kaiser Epicenter. Ineffective at this point. Oliver still fighting though with the Radiant Burn. The find Bamboo. 1-for-1 trade so far, but the fight's far from over. Another run through. Oliver without his ultimate. Helpless. No buyback in him either. Our man's being killed by his own illusion. Double kill for 33. 4 heroes down for Penta. Absolute disaster. This timing still proving to be very strong. And that gold lead from 3k back up to 9k. They finish up the 1 melee racks going straight for the mid tier 3. And they will be able to claim another. Yeah, there's no defense. I was so ready for Penta comeback, but unfortunately not coming out.